So I thought I would take some time just to go through some of the top questions that I'm getting in regards to the legalization of marijuana. My name is Diane McDowell. I am the owner of Training Marbles, and I am not only a trainer but an expert in the marijuana, in the drug-free workplace industry. And so the marijuana legalization is important, and it's important for the workplace for a lot of reasons. So we've gotten a lot of questions over the last few weeks as the legalization issue 2 has gone into effect. So every day I'm going to go live and answer some of the top questions that we are currently getting. So let me dive right in. Number one question employees are asking is, why do you care what I do on my personal time? Why do you care if I smoke marijuana at home when I am off work? And so there's, I think, a couple important things that need to be said. Number one, workplace accidents increase 55% for those that use illicit drugs. There's also a 85% higher injury rate for employees who test positive for marijuana, and there's greater absenteeism. So let me answer this, and this goes into our HR talking points for the masterclass that we are going to hold starting the 29th of November. The reality is this: I actually don't care what people do in their personal times. What I do care about is I care about safety in the workplace. I care that every employee comes to work in a capacity that they are safe to operate machineries, safe to make decisions, safe to drive vehicles. Safety in the workplace, bar none, is my concern. And that concern is not just for the individual. We know that impairment and the impact of marijuana goes beyond impairment alone. And so, why do we care? We care because we want our employees to go home in the same manner that they came to us. We want them to go home to their families, limbs intact, no injuries, no harm that has come to them from the workplace. And the other thing that we know to be true is that 52% of the time it is a innocent bystander who gets hurt. Not the one who's using the drugs or alcohol, but an innocent bystander. So their coworker, a client, is the one more often than not that gets hurt, not the individual using or abusing drugs or alcohol. So why do we care? We care because of safety. We care because of decision making. We care because of turnover and production. But most of all, we care because we want our employees to be safe in the workplace all the time. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. I hope that's helpful. Our marijuana legalization masterclass is going to be a 4-week session. So let me just tell you really quickly about it. And if you are interested, I will post the link to that masterclass. We are going to do HR talking points. Employees are talking. There are questions. And so we're going to answer those questions in the masterclass week 1. Week 2, we're doing Legal Eagle. Very good friend and colleague who is one of the smartest attorneys I know, bar none, will join us. He's going to talk about policies. He's going to talk about policy language and how important policies are. Impairment. At the end of the day, it comes down to impairment. And one of the things for me is educating supervisors about what impairment looks like. If I have an employee who goes out to my smoke pit and that employee is vaping THC, I don't smell it. I may not know that they're using it. but the signs of impairment are there. And so I'm going to teach impairment in week 3. And then week 4 is about testing. Listen, I do think it's important that we aren't over testing. Do I care what an employee did 28 days ago? Or do I care what they did 3 days ago or 3 hours ago? And so we're going to look at the test technology with employers to make sure that we are testing appropriately for the workplace. And so that masterclass again begins on the 29th of November. We are excited. Our team is ready. We are making sure that we have the boots on the ground and we are listening to what is happening and we're answering those questions from the employer for the employer. As an HR business partner, again, it is important to me that that our employees are safe. It is important to me that our policies are sound. And so the masterclass will start a week from Wednesday. Hope this was helpful. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to type them in the chat box. I will answer them personally. I will also post the link to the masterclass if you're interested in attending. Again, my name is Diane McDowell. I am the owner and founder of Training Marbles Incorporated, and we are a training HR company that works with employers throughout not only Ohio, but the Midwest. I have clients in Illinois, Pennsylvania, South Carolina. I have clients in Arizona and also in Colorado. And so we have expanded our footprint. We are taking care of clients. And the coolest thing for me is that we get to affect change in the workplace, class by class, policy by policy across the board. Have a great day. Again, if you have questions, don't hesitate to post those questions. Talk to you soon. Actually, I'll see you tomorrow.